Do you have a GM 5.3 2015 to 2020 Tahoe that has a P0128 code? Well, we're going to troubleshoot it. I think I found the problem and I found the fix, and I'll show you guys how you can solve the problem as well. So that's how the hottest my gauge ever gets. It never gets up to 210 and then opens. That seems to be an issue, so I'm going to investigate the thermostat. All right, so the first thing that we're going to test is the temperature sensor located near the thermostat. All right, so I'm just going to show you how you test this, all right? And then I'll show you the chart that I use as well. All right, so you set your multimeter to ohms, all right, and then you zero it out. And I have the probes in there touching the 2 pins, okay? And you see that I have 3.4 kilo ohms, so that's 3,400. That's somewhere between 22 and 32 degrees, so I would say that this temperature sensor is good. I replaced it anyway, just because I was trying to troubleshoot the problem. My other one reads about the same as well. I think it's working accurately, but I'll show you where that is on the vehicle. The thermostat lives right here underneath this housing, and I've replaced this sensor. This sensor right here is your temp sensor, and it tells the computer if it's over or under, right? And it gives a signal and it goes back to the computer, right? We know that this is working. I've replaced this, and the old one ohmed out and this one ohmed out the same. So I'm pretty sure this sensor's working, but I'm never hitting optimal temperature range. So I think the issue is within the thermostat. So I'll take this thermostat apart, or I'll take it out, and then I will take it inside, compare it to the new one, and then I will run water through the old one, and I bet that water will flow right through it. I bet this isn't sealing correctly, and it's never getting up to operating temp. It's sending a signal to this sensor, and this sensor doesn't have the right temperature, so then it panics, and to stop your car from overheating, the fans kick on and they stay in turbo mode. So let's take this thermostat off. All right, disclaimer, I always do this when the vehicle's cold. And then for safe measure, I always open up the reservoir. I'm probably gonna lose some coolant. That's fine, I've got some more. But we're gonna take this off. Make sure that the vehicle's cool, right? Never open one hot. All right. I'm gonna set you down. And my theory is that the thermostat is actually stuck open. So I'm gonna take that loose and see what it looks like. And it's 10 millimeter. And there's 3 screws on it. We're gonna make sure we grab this gasket here. Yeah, it's really on there. Yeah, I don't want to leave that behind. And then we've got the thermostat, which is right here, and it looks like it's stuck open, so I'm gonna get another one so I can compare it. I'll take these hoses off and I'll take it in the house and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So I got that thermostat removed, and I'm going to compare it to the other one, and then we'll take it in the house and we'll do the water test, and I'll show you that I believe that it is stuck open. All right, so I've got the old thermostat. Let's compare it to the new thermostat. All right, here's the old and here's the new. So as we're looking at it, it looks like this spring over here on the right, well, they look pretty much the same, I guess. But I think this one's jammed or held open, so we'll check it out. So I'm gonna run some water. This is the old one. Looks like it's holding water. We got the new one. It looks like they're both holding water. So they both hold water. And it's an intermittent problem, so I'm going to try to heat this one up and put it in boiling water and see what it does in comparison to the new one. Alright, so I've got the water boiling and I've got the old thermostat. I'm going to give her the old plunge key and see what happens here. Then we've got the new one. I'm going to set the new one in there and see what it does. All right, this thermostat open. Let's see if it gets shut. Let's check the new one. Make sure it opens. And when it's boiling, I'll check to see if this one's shut. And it is not. It's just running right through. This one will not open. And this one's still open with ice cold water. I believe this one was sticking. This one's still holding water. Just sitting in there. There's this. Thermostat is good. The other thermostat's bad. It should open, but I'd have to cook it for a long time. So this one was wore out. It wasn't holding temperature. Or it was opening too early. So I'll cook it again just to check. As soon as it gets any type of heat, and then like maybe 10 seconds, pull that out. And I'll come back to the sink. As soon as it gets any, it just comes right out, pours right through. So I believe this one's hanging up. Or it opens too early. So this would be the reason I'm getting my code. So let's go replace the new one. Alright, so I got the new thermostat, and I tested it, and this one wouldn't open in that water. I'm not sure if it was, 210. It was close, but it wasn't 210. But this one was really tough to open. And the other thermostat that I had was opening as soon as it got any heat. So I think that one was defective or damaged. This one is going to help it get to operating temp. So let's install this. Let's burp the system, and then let's look at the temperature gauge and we'll see what's going on. All right, I got it installed. I got those tight, and then I have that off, so I'm going to fill this reservoir back up. All right, well, I got it up to the full cold line, so I'll move this cap, and then I'll run this thing, and then we'll check for leaks, and we'll look at the gauge and see what's going on. Let me clean all this off. Actually, let's talk about the part numbers. The thermostat I'm using in this video is 81507 from O'Reilly's. And the temperature sensor was Whiskey Tango Charlie 1002, also from O'Reilly's, CarQuest brand. So let's fire it up and let's see what happens. All right, so the car's been running for, I don't know, a couple minutes. And it's already past where it's been before. I want it to hit 210 and sit in the center. Now the thermostat hasn't opened up yet. The upper hose isn't hot yet, but that's a good sign. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Here, it looks like the thermostat's about to open up here pretty soon. So I'll keep you posted on it. All right. It looks like it's sitting at 210. I'm just waiting on that upper radiator hose to get hot. And I believe that the thermostat was the problem. I think the thermostat was opening up too early. It was wore out. Well, looks like it hit 210. That other thermostat was wore out and it was opening up too early and it wasn't reaching operating temperature. I'm still waiting for that upper hose to get high and any air to come out of the system. But yeah, I believe that fixed it and it looks like it's operating like it should. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about the P0128 code, but I've never seen anybody go through it and try to troubleshoot it. So make sure you check your temp sensor. That's what's going to throw the code. And if you're battling your fans in high speed, pay attention to that temperature gauge. If your car's not hitting 210, it's probably your thermostat. Thermostat's wore out like I just had. I hope this helps. Keep an eye on that temperature gauge. And that concludes my video. Thanks for watching.